So I've audited a lot of Asana accounts at this point, and there are three things that show up almost every single time. Not big problems, small ones, the kind that feel harmless, but each one is quietly costing you money, either in time you're not building for or in stuff that's falling through the cracks. So today I'm walking you through the three most common ones and how to fix each one because I want to help you. So, in case you're new here, I'm Samantha. I'm a business systems specialist, and I help online business owners build Asana systems that actually hold up, especially on the days when everything feels like too much. Because we all have days like that, don't we? Okay, so let's get into fix number one. You're not filtering out completed tasks. So, this is the one I see in almost every single audit that I do. All your completed tasks sitting right there in the list, mixed in with what you actually need to do. Now, this matters because it can make a project feel super overwhelming. I mean, when you open it and see 80 tasks, but you actually only have 10 tasks to do in it, your brain doesn't know how to filter that out. It becomes overwhelming, right? So, what happens is you might avoid opening it. And when you avoid opening Asana, that's when things slip. A follow up you meant to send, an invoice you meant to create, a task you forgot was even due. So the fix just takes seconds per project, seriously. So this is how you do it. So you see right here, we have this project with a long list of completed tasks. All of these like grayed out ones with the green check mark, those are complete. So I don't need to worry about those because those are already done. And then like way down here, you see the ones that still need to be done, right? The ones that aren't grayed out and without that green check mark. So as you can imagine, this can get really, really lengthy depending how big your project is. So what you can do is you go up to this filter option here, and you can do this in the free plan as well. Just so that you know, I always get that question, can you do this in the free plan? Yes, you can. Okay, so you go to filter, and then all you do is click this incomplete tasks button. So you're filtering it by incomplete tasks. So you're only seeing the ones that actually need your attention. And then what you want to do, oh, because I already have this as my saved view, it doesn't give me that option. Okay, I'm going to save this view. So that's the save view button. But so you go filter, incomplete tasks. And then what you want to make sure to do is click save view because that way you won't have to set that filter every time. It will default to opening that way in every future instance that you open this project, right? And then you will only see the incomplete tasks unless, of course, you want to turn the filter off and see the incomplete tasks. They're always still there if you need to go back and reference anything at any time. So do this for every active project you have, and every project will feel instantly lighter. It'll feel more organized, less cluttered, and less overwhelming because really we don't want to be overwhelmed when we're doing our work, right? So that one's quick, but if just hearing like set up a filter made your stomach drop a little, or if any of these make you feel overwhelmed or like you just don't really know what to do, or if your whole Asana feels like this, not just one project, then that's usually a sign that your setup needs more than a quick fix. So that's why I actually built my Asana Made Simple course. It walks you through setting up Asana in a way that actually works for your brain step by step, so you're not just patching one project at a time. I'll put the link to that in the description if that's you. Okay, so fix number two is you're building every client or project from scratch. So this one's sneaky because it doesn't feel like a problem in the moment. You get a new client or you start a new project and you build it, right? You add the sections, add the tasks, set it up the way that you always do, except the way you always do usually isn't actually consistent because you're doing it from memory every time, slightly differently, while also doing a million other things, right? I've seen this take people over an hour per client, an hour of work that produces zero billable output. It's literally just setup. So if you take on even a few new clients or projects a year, that's hours of unpaid setup time that a template would have handled in just a few minutes. So the fix is to build it out once properly and save it as a template, just like this one that I have here. Get your sections right, your standard tasks, your naming, all of it, just one time. You can also set your assignees, set the relative due dates. Then every new client project starts from that template instead of from scratch. It takes longer the first time, but every time after that, it's done in minutes instead of an hour. Okay, fix number three is you're not using rules for the stuff that you do every single time. So this is the one that adds up the most over time because it's not a one-time hour. It's small chunks of time over and over forever. Things like manually creating the same recurring task every week, manually assigning tasks to the right person, manually moving something to the next stage when it's done. None of these tasks take long individually, but you're doing them every week, every month for as long as you run your business. That's not a one-time cost. That's an ongoing tax on your time. So rules fix this. A rule is basically a little if this, then that for Asana. So for example, if we go to customize here, then we go add here and then add a rule, and then we can go start from scratch, or you can look at all the ones that they recommend as well. But for the purposes of this, we're going to add our own rule. So for example, what you can do is when a task is marked as complete, so when task or all subtasks completion status is changed, so we'll just click that, we'll have it as task, and we'll have it status is complete. We can have it, for example, automatically go to a different section. So we'll just X out of here. We'll have it do this. We'll click move to a section here, and then we can move it to another section right there. So once it's marked complete, well, actually, it would make more sense to put it into complete. So published in this case is its complete state. So when it's marked complete, it's moved to published, for example. So that way, every time that you mark a task complete, it gets moved to that section automatically. You don't have to do that work every single time. You can also do things like when a new task gets added to a certain section, it automatically assigns it to someone on your team. When something moves to done, it automatically moves to the next stage if you're using custom fields or things like that. And these rules, you just set it up once, and you can even set it up inside your template, and then it just runs. Every new client or project gets that automation from day one without you having to do anything. Now, fixes 1 through 3 get you a setup that works, but if you're managing more than one client inside Asana, there's a whole other layer to this because client work breaks in ways that your own projects don't, right? So that's exactly what I get to in this video right here. And so I recommend that you go and check that one out next. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Anything else you'd like to see related to Asana or systems in general. I would love to create a video that will help you. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.